Valmiki Ramayana, Ayodhya Kanda, Book number 2, Sarga 58, Roman numerals, LVIII, 58, Rama's message. The king awhile had senseless lain, when care brought memory back again. Then straight he called the news to hear of Rama for the charioteer. With reverent hand to hand applied, he waited by the old man's side, whose mind with anguish was distraught, like a great elephant newly caught. The king with bitter pain distressed, the faithful charioteer addressed, who said of mien with flooded eye, and dust upon his limbs stood by, "Where will be Rama's dwelling now? At some tree's foot beneath the bough. Ah, what will be the exile's food, bred up with kind solicitude? Can he, long lapped in pleasant rest, unmeet for pain, by pain oppressed, son of earth's king, his sad nights spend, earth couched as one that has no friend? Behind him, when abroad he sped, cars, elephants, and foot were led. Then how shall Rama dwell afar, in the wild woods where no men are? How, tell me, did the princess there, with Sita good and soft and fair, alighting from the chariot, tread the forest wilds around them spread? A happy lot is thine, I ween, whose eyes my two dear sons have seen, seeking on foot the forest shade, like the bright twains to view displayed. The heavenly Ashwins, when they seek the woods that hung neath Mandara's peak. What words, Sumantra, quickly tell, from Rama, Lakshman, Sita fell? How in the wood did Rama eat? What was his bed and what his seat? Full answer to my questions give, for I on thy replies shall live. As with the saints Yayati held sweet converse from the skies expelled, urged by the Lord of men to speak, whose sobbing voice came faint and weak. Thus he, while tears his utterance broke, in answer to the monarch spoke. Hear then the words that Rama said, resolved in duty's path to tread. Joining his hands, his head he bent, and gave this message reverent. Sumantra, to my father go, whose lofty mind all people know. Bow down before him as is meet, and in my stead salute his feet. Then to the queen, my mother, bend, and give the greeting that I send. ne'er may her steps from duty err, and may it still be well with her. And add this word, O Queen, pursue thy vows with faithful heart and true, and ever at due season turn, where holy fires of worship burn. And Lady, on our Lord bestow such honor as to gods we owe. Be kind to every queen, let pride and thought of self be cast aside. In the king's fond opinion raise Kaikei by respect and praise. Let the young Bharat ever be loved, honored as the king by thee. Thy kingward duty ne'er forget, high over all our monarchs set. And Bharat too, for me address, pray that all health his life may bless. Let every royal lady share, as justice bids, his love and care. Say to the strong-armed chief who brings joy to Ikshwaku's line of kings, as ruling prince thy care be shown of him our sire who holds the throne. Stricken in years he feels their weight, but leave him in his royal state. As regent heir, content thee still, submissive to thy father's will. Rama again his charge renewed, as the hot flood his cheek bedewed. Hold as thine own my mother dear, who drops for me the longing tear. Then Lakshman, with his soul on fire, spake breathing fast these words of ire. Say, for what sin, for what offense was royal Rama banished thence? He is the cause the king, poor slave, to the light charge Kaikei gave. Let right or wrong the motive be, the author of our woe is he. Whether the exile were decreed through foolish faith or guilty greed, for promises or empire still, the king has wrought a grievous ill. Grant that the Lord of all saw fit to prompt the deed and sanction it. In Rama's life no cause I see for which the king should bid him flee. His blinded eye refused to scan the guilt and folly of the plan. And from the weakness of the king, here and hereafter woe shall spring. No more, my sire, the ties that used to bind me to the king are loosed. My brother Rama, Raghu's son, to me is Lord, friend, sire in one. The love of man, how can he win? Deserting by the cruel sin, their joy whose heart is swift to feel a pleasure in the people's will. Shall he whose mandate could expel the virtuous Rama loved so well, to whom his subjects fond hearts cling, shall he, in spite of them, be king? But Janak's child, my lord, stood by, and oft the votress heaved a sigh. She seemed with dull and wandering sense, beneath a spirit's influence. The noble princess, pained with woe, which till that hour she ne'er could know. Tears in her heavy troubled shed, but not a word to me she said. She raised her face, which grief had dried, and tenderly her husband eyed, gazed on him as he turned to go, while tear chased tear in rapid flow. Wow. Absolutely wow. Wow. This is so heart-wrenching. Perfect drama. The transcendental drama. Absolutely beautiful. Wow. Lakshman is pretty upset for sure. Lakshman. Look. Look. Lakshman. Look. English name Luke is coming from Lakshman. Absolutely beautiful. So much emotion going on. Sita didn't say a single word. She could not speak a single word. How overwhelmed with grief she was. And all she could do is just gaze on Rama. 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 Wow. Absolutely beautiful. Valmiki Ramayana. Rama's message. Jai Shri Ram. Hail Ram. Roma Victa. Ciao.